Peace. You already know it's Jasmar's podcast. Yo, nigga, I got goosebumps. This nigga Mac, he got goosebumps. Look, this is like my fucking third XTV East nigga. You know what I mean? This shit real special, yo. I think we gonna go on 2 hours. You think we gonna go 2? Yo, I think, man, we got a lot to cover with this special person here. Yo, he came in, underdog, you know what I mean? Ripped through the shreds by just being himself and questioning things that we ain't think to question, you know what I mean? And in that aspect, he broke the mold, you know what I mean? When he came through. He's a various XTV championship holder, you know what I mean? And got into feuds with the likes of Killer, 90, nigga, you name it. The legends of XTV. I give you Bobby Classic, my nigga. Yo! This is crazy, man. Yo, welcome to the podcast, though.
Here, man.
Welcome to the fam, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, this is special right here. You know what I mean?
I can feel it, man.
We handling the earth, you know what I'm saying?
One love.
Straight up. Man, like this, I mean, I can't get the accolades and shit out the way, man. I'm just so excited, yo. As a fan, this mean a lot. This for them niggas that hate it. Old Jazz podcast, you know, blase, eat a dick. But anyway, so Bob, I guess we gotta go in, you know. Talk about your early goings when you first came through and how you came through. No. Talk about your life before you came to XTV and then, you know, on to that, if you will.
Before I came into XTV, I was a part of the Burger King Kids Club, and I hung out with other members of the Burger King Kids Club. There was myself, Jaws, Wheeler. I can't remember every single person, but it was like about 8 or 9 of us. And
how y'all got along? Y'all was fam?
Yeah, pretty much. You know,
Kid
we
vid
just
and
played
shit.
Together. Yeah, Kid Vid. He was like really popular. You know, he was really popular actually. And so, like one by one, you know, we just do commercials all the time. You know, they put us together to be spokesmen for kids' meals for Burger King. And, you know, I was just this kind of genius guy.
I'm sorry, nigga.
What?
I just thought about the fact that you used to always be like this in XTV.
Oh, yeah.
And we never figured it out. But now as you say Burger King Kids Club, I think about the damn toy and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
He cheese like that. And so you did that for years, and you don't do it no more. But
right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I just thought about it, but sorry, my nigga.
Nah,
sorry.
That's the science behind that or whatever. But so what ended up happening, you know, not to go on too long, but you know, Kid Vid came over to you know, Sides First or whatever, and they used him, I think, as a jobber guy for wrestling. You know, he got jobbed out. He wasn't like a big deal. But and he
didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't have any. But he got used a lot though. You know, like a whole lot, to the point that, like, you know, he went from being you know, like a brand new toy to like being all flimsy. But it just comes from being powerbombed by Sid Vicious.
Yo,
time after time after time.
Crazy as shit. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, looking at it, you know, in the early stages, I could kind of see that, though. Mm-hmm. You know, just a regular, like, dude, kind of job, you know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, job. And, same thing with Jaws. Jaws came next. Jaws was pretty cool, though. They did stuff with Kid Vid and Jaws. I don't remember what they did, but I remember them being used. I remember Jaws being used. And then Kid Vid was there. And, you know, because they wanted the whole collection. You know, we might have, like, been the first ever type of show that, you know, kind of like Hiromi did. We might have been like that if they were able to collect all the guys, but it was just myself, Kid Vid, and Jaws.
That would have been ill, my nigga.
Yeah, and it would have been something like that. But, you know, the idea was, well, it's like, well, since we can't get all of you, then we're not going to do anything. So the whole idea just got thrown out. And so, it's just like, they looked at us as a waste. It's like, what's the point of having you guys if you guys don't have the whole team? So that's how we just got jobbed. And I never got used at all. Like, Kid Vid, or he's like, okay, he can be a jobber. Jaws, but I had this fucking suit and I didn't move,
I remember that suit.
Yeah, so it was more about like, toys that could do stuff. Like, at least your arms should be able to move. And even guys whose arms couldn't move, at least they had a name. I'm just a nobody, commercial kind of kid. So, from a Burger King commercial. And I'm the last toy that you wanted to get. It's like, what IQ? Who cares?
Yo, and it's crazy. I mean, from that bottom of the barrel toy box story, you eventually came into what you came into, but to, continue to build up to the point, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I had to say something. No, Mac, you had something to say? Yeah, man, like, the early goings, you wasn't a top nigga, you wasn't that, you wasn't that.
No, not at all.
So how was your reception amongst your peers, you know what I mean, at the time? You had Romy, it was a different vibe, different environment. How you got along through that?
It was a different world, man. It was just like get in where you fit in, man. It was like a dark world. The toy box was a dark world.
Did you have anybody to kick it with, my nigga?
No, everybody was for themselves. It was like a toy box full of misfits, and we were just separate from everybody, Everybody just had their separate part of the room. It was like you have the wrestler guys, Well, it was different times because there was a time period where it was just like a certain class of wrestler guys, like the little plastic ones before the Jack Pacifics one came out first, or before the Jack Pacific ones came out. They just had like the kind of Ultimate Warrior ones.
Yeah.
And so like
with the big ass dick on the back.
Yeah.
This nigga, the little whatever the fuck.
And then his neck pops out or whatever.
Something stupid.
Yeah. See,
them was some Burger King kids toys, my nigga. They was
which
like,
is why they put all those toys, even though they were at the top of the toy box, because they were already so ready to be played with, And sometimes some guys would fall to the bottom sometimes, and then months later be like, oh, I forget, because sometimes you just dump out the whole box and see what you have, because there was that many toys. And it's like, oh, I forgot. So this guy makes a comeback. He hasn't been there in 3 months, and he gets a huge push, and it's organic. But that was that time period, and those guys were with the toy box. And then when the Jack Pacific guys came out, they were so fucking like high that they didn't even get put in the toy box with us. They had their own special place kind of in the room. And Abu, the fucking those little potato nugget things, and like Nala, Big Bird.
This is history lesson.
Fucking the Red Ninja, which was he's kind of like, another guy who they wanted to have the whole collection. There was supposed to be a blue ninja, and a white ninja, and a black ninja, and a yellow ninja, and a pink ninja. It was going to be, a girl, and they were going to have a thing. But Red Ninja didn't get jobbed out though. Red Ninja was like an actual guy, he was like a mid carder, but he was special though. He had great matches. He was like a moonsault kid kind of guy. Not saying that moonsault's a mid carder or anything like that. It's just that he just was premier. Like Ricky Steamboat. It's good to it's like he's gonna have a great match. So so he was one of the guys, I'm trying to think of like some other, cause it was just like different toys that just didn't get played with.
I remember motherfucking Bishop. You know what I mean?
Bishop was a big
Once he
deal.
came, he was like
Before him was Mr. Sinister, who played Diesel.
He was like the standout. You know what I mean? He was like that main dude. And like kind of remembering them days. You know what I'm saying? Going back, I remember like. When I used to go to KB Toy Store. How the fuck you remember Jazz? Shut up. I just remember like that this big ass Wolverine, the big yellow Wolverine. He was like inside the little X-Men pack.
About this big?
Yeah, and Soup wanted that shit so bad, yo.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I remember though. Like if you did get something like that, you kind of kept it out the toy box though, because you didn't want it to get dirty like the other ones.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you know, but nah, you know, it's kind of jumping on something else. But
no, that's exactly my point. You know, like those toys got kept outside of the toy box because they were so special, and before
had his own locker room.
Exactly. You know, that's how it was. You know, that's a great point. Because you just reminded me of more different types of toys, which were the big rubber ones, where we had a George the Animal Steel one. There was a Sting one. The Sting one had the blue pants and the yellow boots.
Oh, the WCW ones.
Yeah,
right?
like those guys. There was a Nasty Boy Sags. You know, we never got knobs. There was two Vaders. You know, so I'm just trying to give you like an idea of like everybody who was there, you know.
And it wasn't nobody you could kick it with, nobody that was on.
Nah, nobody except for like Kid Vid, you know, and Jaws. But
and then one of them niggas head fall off. Yeah, somebody head fell off.
Kid Vid head probably fell off.
And Jaws.
Kid Vid, you know, he got destroyed, for lack of a better term.
So what happened to that nigga? Hold on.
I don't know what happened to Kid Vid, but I remember him being in pieces. Kid Vid didn't survive, and maybe Jaws' head came off. I think Kid Vid was in pieces, and Jaws' head got taken off. Yeah, I mean, you saw what happened to me. My fucking head was mutilated.
Yo, thanks to Sable.
So it's just like, yeah, but that shows you it's just like because certain toys just didn't matter. So a lot of toys ended up outside, you know, by the Schedule Dome, you know, and we just
and you know I wonder
became
that.
Sable's shoes.
Yo, that's some unexplained mysteries. How did some of them niggas end up out? Like, how did they end up like?
Because you know I know that you know WWF do like outside shows though sometimes. They do them in the Schedule Dome, you know, instead of doing it in the room to switch things up, you know, there will be an outside event. And, you know, once it comes cleanup time, some guys didn't make it back inside.
Yo, Rick Steiner, I remember for the longest was like
most cared about.
Next to the stairs on Ellicott in the backyard, you know the stairs? Mm-hmm. And he was like on the right side of the stairs for like a long time. So when we left in 02, so that nigga is probably buried somewhere under that shit. Rick Steiner with his ass out like this. But yo,
that's something that, you know, we're just so irresponsible back then, you know, like a whole bulk, like sometimes we would just take a bulk load of toys. You know, they didn't know how to just choose just one guy, you know. You got to take every fucking body, you know, even like on field trips and stuff. And guys got lost. There was a Ric Flair toy, you know, that got lost. You know, we almost had the whole fucking... Yeah, we had the whole Four Horsemen. We had Sid... At the time, the Four Horsemen was Barry Windham, Sid Vicious, Arn Anderson, and Ric Flair. And we had all four of those. And then we took it to school one time, and Ric Flair didn't come back. We took so many that we didn't realize who we didn't have until later. And it's like, damn it, it's Flair.
Yo, I hate when that shit happen. Like you counting all your shit together, and you like, wait, nah, something missing. You know what I mean?
Oh well.
Vader. I remember we lost Ric Flair in the red drawers, my nigga.
We had the blue drawers, like we had the
we lost them on the side of the house. Like it just kind of vanished. Like where the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like cause we was outside playing with it. I say we like I was there, my nigga. But
speaking of heads coming off, also Diesel, his head came off. That was Mr. Sinister. He was the blue and red. We didn't have a Diesel toy. We didn't have a Kevin Nash. So Mr. Sinister was used as Diesel because he had that kind of fade, you know, and he was tall, you know, and he had like the kind of a build that you could use, I guess, you know. So yeah, he was just one of those special toys because he was big, right? You know, and he was a different type of toy. You would always get like the Jack specific type of toys, or like you would get a Burger King Kids Club or a Batman, or you know the stiff ones, the big stiff ones. So we never got like an X-Men toy, you know. And for whatever reason, I guess that every wrestling character was picked, you know, when it was time to pick a toy this day. I guess that he had all of them. You know, who wants another Bushwhacker? You know, I got Marty Jannetty. You know, who cares? You know, So we picked Mr. Sinister. It was like, okay, this is gonna be Diesel, and he did this thing, he got played with a whole lot. He headlined, and then he got power bombed by Vader, and that's how his head came off.
Shit.
It was a shoot, yeah. Like Vader power bombs him so hard that his head just fucking pops off, and now Joe acts like real sad now because this is like his top guy, his favorite toy, and he's just fucked it up, and he's like, damn, I can't play with it anymore.
Yo, I used to hate when them shits broke though. It's like, damn.
Yeah, a good toy.
Somebody arm come off. It's like, why the fuck Hulk Hogan arm came off?
So
I said that about
that would happen sometimes. I'll get to that. But so yeah, Sinister's head came off. He was also important because he played in movies. Because he not only was he Diesel in wrestling, but when we did films and movies, he was the bad guy. So he had two functions, which wasn't done back then. You were either a wrestling guy or a movie guy, and also, so he got power bombed by Vader. He got sidetracked. He wasn't on the wrestling show for a long time, and but he still was kept around. And this is when we learn about super glue, and it's like, oh, thank Jesus for super glue. And so
that's how we was able to save Eminem.
Yeah, what Eminem?
Yeah. Nah, Eminem, the toy.
Oh,
yep, we had
Green Shift.
Yep, when we knocked his head off by accident. I think Rob Zombie knocked his head off. Rob Zombie knocked Eminem's head off. We had to super glue that nigga head. We was happy when it worked, but it just wasn't the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mr. Sinister's head didn't move, because some guys you could turn their neck, but his didn't, so it didn't matter. So once we super glued it, it was fine. We probably put too much on there. Because later down the line, he still worked, but later down the line, it popped off again. So it got to the point, that was a great sell. So it got to the point where, you just couldn't, it was just like, okay, he's got an injured neck. It's just like,
man, this Hulk Hogan in his prime. Pause. Yo, we looking at wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's like, this nigga's like it's fresh Hulk Hogan. Like, this shit is like.
Yeah. No. He's all right. He's fresh.
He ain't like,
he's strong.
washed up looking.
He doesn't have a bad back. His knees are good. He's in good shape.
Pause. Well, go ahead.
So, yeah. And it was a build-up to Bishop. Like I was saying, since we had this type of toy in Mr. Sinister, it was only right to get Bishop. But I think that we wanted Wolverine. I think that's what we wanted.
See, and we both wanted that damn toy.
Yeah, I think we wanted Wolverine.
Yo, you know what I realized? This your podcast, and we talking about, but that's what this shit do.
Nah, I'm getting to it. I'm just explaining.
Nah, it's cool.
What was happening while I was like in the fucking toy box? Like this is what was popular. So, anyways, Diesel, yeah. So it was supposed to be this big thing where Diesel has, a arch rival or a nemesis, and Bishop. Of course, Bishop's the Rocket's birthday, WrestleMania 18. And
look, get out of here, nigga.
So yeah, or maybe, but I knew that we knew Bishop was coming though. I guess we seen it and we wanted it or something like that, and so that was the thing. I think.
Who was Bishop though? Like, where was he from?
He was from X-Men.
See, we don't know nobody like that though.
He's from X-Men, but the thing is because he comes inside the same type of box that Mr. Sinister came into.
Yeah.
They come in the same package, and it's a collection of them. Mm-hmm. And Bishop was a part of the collection. So yeah, so he comes with the fucking gun, and it's like, oh look, we got to the match, and yeah, and Bishop, he took over, around the time he took like a Ahmed Johnson type of persona. He was kind of like that because his finishing move was the Pearl Plunge. And he was badass though. He was really over. He just came in and shot to the top, a superstar. He was the main guy. And it wasn't like who's this new guy trying to be the guy. He was really like the guy. It wasn't forced, and it even weaned out Mr. Sinister. It's like this guy's fucking head's always coming off. Fuck him. I'm tired of fixing this. So yeah, he might come in and out every now and again. Like he might play the enemy and Bishop's the hero in a movie or something like that. But for the most part, it was all about Bishop. And then his we thought that he was invincible because his hair was attached to his body, and we didn't think his head could come off. But what ended up happening was his arm came off. Yeah, that kind of sucks. So we super glued his arm, and then now his arm is immobile.
Crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I wanted to get to is like your family. Like they left you outside with the He-Man toy, if you will. You know, when did like this happen? Like, was this before? You know what I mean?
Well, I was saying all that stuff, on the Ape Escape show. That was just like me going along with the show, But the truth of the matter is that I don't have parents. Like, I just don't. It's the earliest memory like that. I go back. I've always kind of just been just me by myself. It's not like any real parents. I just, I kayfabe parents because it was ideal that I would have parents, but as far as I go back and remember, it was just always me by myself. My earliest memories were me alone. I don't have any recollection of my parents.
And that's what Killer tried to go into on, I mean, of course we gonna get to that, y'all. Yeah, y'all niggas wait. But that's what Killer tried to get into on his thing. He was saying how, he was that lonely kid that, nobody cared for, He founded a friend in LT who could understand him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the most part, that nigga was alone. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have nobody that understood his views and understood where he was from. And you kind of got a similar backstory. You know what I mean? As far as like nobody really being there, and you being at the bottom, nigga, of the toy box, literally, and watching this shit, and you a fan of it, my nigga. But it's like, damn, you just think that that's all it's gonna be, and I'm gonna go to the wayside like the last nobody toy,
Yeah, I guess, but not really though, because I was just so like ignorant to things. Like when you go back to that expression on my face, it's just like that's how I really am. It's just like ignorant to and oblivious to the fact that it's fucked up. Like, you're just making it like happy, but nah, it's really bad. And it's just like that's just my outlook on stuff. So it's like, well, because I didn't expect to become
optimistic.
Yeah, I didn't expect to become a big deal, and I didn't care to. I'm happy with me. I knew I was a genius, and I knew I was happy, and that's what I had to offer. And if that's not what you want, then that's fine with me. But I got used here and there, though. I got put in to places. I played little small parts. I have no idea what the hell made them make me a main guy. I think it's probably because I stuck around for so long. Like I was there for so long. Like because like I was one of the earliest toys that was bought, and it's just like stick them here, stick them there. Over the years got stuck in small parts. It's like let's make this guy a guy. Because and that probably came from Abu being able to do his thing that way. So it's like, hey, let's give him a shot. Let's see what he would do. Because I kind of came after Abu.
And we don't. Yeah, you was on the show, weren't you?
What, the Abu the Monkey show?
Yeah.
Probably like I said, like a couple guest appearances. Not anything like a big deal, but I probably made a couple guest appearances here and there. But he was like the main star.
How was that experience, though? I mean, now you had somebody to play off of. You had something,
Yeah, it was always fun.
To your credit.
It was always fun. It was always like super fun being a part of the Buddha Monkey show. Like you said, finally having something, having a role. It's like, wow, this is nice. Hey, I'm getting played with.
Yo, that shit sound like a little something extra, though. Yo, what type of experiences did you have, my nigga? But nah, I know what you mean.
That's just
I'm getting played with.
That was the time. That was the time, man. It was just like Toy Story was out, and just, the way we imagined things back then was weird ever since Toy Story came out because you always imagine like your toys really came to life. And so that's why, I was given a chance. Like, it was like kind of like Toy Story. It was like, what would these toys do? How would these toys act? Because it was always about the wrestler guys, and then we did the movie guys, but it was always like a Batman, and then, like I said, when Mr. Sinister came and then Bishop, it was always the important toys, so it started to get to the point where it's like, what about these lifter for toys?
I think what also happened is, you might not realize this, but when you popped up, it's like you made yourself known. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't like an ignored personality. Like you said, you knew you was a genius. You know what I mean? Some people don't know that they a fucking genius. Some niggas to this day is sitting on millions of dollars and shit. You know what I mean? But you knew that,
Because I was watching the whole time.
And you had all that confidence, you had all this intelligence, and you just kind of just knew it and, used it, when you needed to. Nigga had your own science lab, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Another thing that was, that kind of kept me in there. They knew I had a science lab. I talk about it. Like, I was in and out,
Exactly, but that's what made it interesting, because, like I said, that type of confidence at that time especially, it didn't exist, you know what I mean? And for you to come up, be like, yo, I know what I am, and you not to really have no upbringing, really, you know what I'm saying? But know that you this shit, know all this, and, do what you did.
You know how you can go onto Ancestry.com? I want to go and find out about why I was created.
Yo.
Like, who thought of IQ?
This nigga's lost in life. Somebody help find him.
Yeah, help find him. I need to know my history.
Word. But peeps, so at Buddha Monkey Show, you getting your little exposure. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what made you jump from a toy to like a sides type guy. Well, no, you know what? I kind of just thought about it.
Yeah.
When SIDE eventually shut its doors, you know what I mean? It was, it was time. You know what I'm saying? And 2000 hit, Seismic Day and shit, and you started to come around.
No, I think that what it really was when what's that monkey show?
Nah, it was around the Seismic Day time though when you started to come though.
Escape, like 1999.
That's when you got it. I thought you got that shit in like 01.
I don't know when it was. I know it was early, but I remember that. I thought that was why I became like a guy because, the kid had the hair, like kind of like how my orange fro was.
Oh yeah, that probably is how it happened.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. He kind of had the hair. He was like, hey, that could be IQ, and they gave me a chance, and it was always good. I don't think I ever had a bad show. I was always afraid that my show wouldn't be as good because I was coming behind Spiral. And Spiral, it was all right. It wasn't, the best, because, and how could it be, because Romy just fucking killed it, with all his series, But even though I was still, it was my show and CTR that used to come on like around the same time.
You know what set your shit apart though, is the fact that it was done on a more intellectual kind of level. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shut up, Mac Anthony. You don't even know what that word means. Fuck you, nigga. But like it was just done more on a more like you thought your shit out better. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
And yeah, I mean like they say Romy and Payne made your show because they made fun of you and shit.
Yeah.
But I think the way you would retract and how like you was like not just like gonna bow down. No disrespect to Spyro. No disrespect.
Yeah.
Not like you can't tell him nah. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, I know what you're gonna say, and I was gonna say the same thing though. It's like that's what I said. Like I had seen that happen, to Spyro, so I wasn't gonna kind of let that happen to me. I was just gonna be like, all right, like snap back at you guys, like it's like you guys aren't just gonna destroy me. If anything, I'm gonna destroy you, and like. You
didn't even destroy him. You just used to just like,
or just like I'm gonna hold my own against you guys.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And it's just like you know, I was always proud of the fact that I could hang with those guys, you know, because they were it. They were the ones, you know, they were the cream of the crop, really, you know, and, you know, up to that point, you know, they were the best of the best. And I always felt good being able to hang with them, being that I'm so new to this, you know, and like, this is so their shit. And I'm able to come in and, you know, come with a show that's not like what SIDE or XTV usually provide. Like, the goal of my game was to catch monkeys, you know what I mean, and catch a certain amount and things like that. So it was a different dynamic, you know. I had a different mission and a different approach to my show, which is something that was never seen, you know. Also, and I don't have anybody to affiliate with that can make me cool, you know, like, you know, DDS, you know, Kong, and, you know, they have each other, you know, and then, you know, Romy has Justin, you know, you know, and
You always been.
that's the deficit that Spiral dealt with. He didn't have anybody that was familiar, you know, that he could play with, you know, or play off of, you know. So now
but you did have Romy and Payne on your shit.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying though, but it was my show. I had to make it work.
He like you was the main star.
Yeah, I was the guy, and there was nobody else.
Right.
And then like I didn't have anybody to play off of. I had RC. That's why I made RC like kind of like my guy, you know, because nobody had my back. So it was like RC feels me, you know, and then and RC didn't even talk, you know, he's just a car, you know, but I made him important. I understand. It's getting late.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool though. It's cool. You know, this interesting. Other questions I had. Okay. So it's 2000, you know, one thing I want to kind of go into is your friendship, you know, with the best. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say y'all didn't come in at the same time. Best came in like around 99-ish.
Yeah.
You know, and that's let me just say this, like people like, oh, Jasmar, you know, do best. And you know, best cool, but like it's tough to really do his story though. Like it's so much I gotta go into. I mean, it's just real tough, you know what I'm saying? We tried to even record like best story, like how we did the Pain shit. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't come out right, cuz it's just like, nah, it ain't natural enough. Like this is natural, you feel me?
Yeah.
Even though I'm sleepy, you know what I mean? But it's cool.
Well, Justin just did a podcast with 90.
Yo, wait till that shit get uploaded, fam. That shit is real good. You know, he enlightened XTV East on some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, and West too. You know what I mean? Some stuff. I ain't gonna say what it is yet, but you know, as far as you, Bob, though, let's see. Okay, yeah, your relationship with the best. Like, how did y'all meet? And you know, how you feel? How is y'all friendship now compared to then?
I think it's definitely more mature now compared to back then. Yeah, when me and Bess first met each other, we hit it off really well. Like, we were really, really good friends. I remember us getting along real good. Like, he was like my first, and I thought, I'm like, wow, I have a friend, like, you know, that I'm tight. Like, I have somebody that I'm tight with. You know, I finally have a guy, you know, like, no homo, you know, but that's kind of like, you know, the Donkey Kong and Dee, like a sidekick, you know, a partner, you know. And, yeah, it started off very well at first. And I just remember Bess pissing me off one time. And, you know, I don't remember what it was about, but I just remember getting pissed off by him and feeling a little betrayed and start to, you know, feel like, well, yeah, I guess we're really not friends. And, you know, I guess he's not the friend that I thought I had. You know, I remember feeling that way. I remember us getting into like some kind of a confrontation, and you know, we really disagreeing, and he's showing me this side of himself that I didn't like, and from there, you know, I just kind of kept him in my eyesight, kind of at the corner of my eye, like didn't really trust him, you know, and we would you know, kind of like make up and break up as friends, you know, but that made us become like, you know, stronger friends. Like every time we'd fight, you know, I guess I always felt like a little bit closer to the
Hey,
guy.
you know, and I'm sorry, but that's the same dynamic with Justin and Trunks. You know what I mean? Them niggas be arguing.
Yeah.
When they go in, they go in. But when they make up, it's like, you know, it's a good time. You know how they be, and you know
Yeah.
that was how y'all's was. You know, for a while.
Yeah, for a good while, for a long time actually, for years. Me and Best would just go back and forth, and it was just that, but Best gets heat, that's, and I think that's what we have similarly in common, we just are able to draw heat, I don't always agree with Best's tactics, but, they work, so.
Word. Okay, so this like 2000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, is there anything like? Did I miss anything? You know?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't feel like it.
All right. So you're starting to pop around. You know, your show's doing big numbers. You know, and it's crazy to me because here you is. You know, no disrespect, but at this point, you was a kind of a no name. You know what I mean? So for you to have your own show was different. And again, you didn't have nobody to play off of.
Right.
So for you to have like the top show and be mentioned amongst the top peers that's been doing it since before you, Payne, you know what I mean, Romy, you know, and these two dudes are doing it at a big level. So let me get the charger. Or is that the right charger?
This charger?
Yeah. It's gonna stretch. Cool. Alright, but the fuck was I gonna say?
You're saying we're in 2000, and you're saying the pain.
Yeah. For you to be mentioned amongst those top athletes, how did that make you feel?
Honestly, at the time, I felt like I felt like I had earned my place. It's like I said. I always felt like justified. I always felt like I belonged. I never. And I'm not trying to say that I had the big head. I thought I was all that or anything. I really didn't.
No. I think you had, said it at the beginning though. Like, and you was right what you said. You said that you knew you was intelligent.
I just was always confident. I always felt like of course I'm here. I put myself here.
Right.
It's like, I did the work. I just never needed people to give me props. I always knew it. It's like you guys are gonna find out later, but I already know this about myself. That's kind of how it was.
And your mentality was like that for some time. Even on a later time we will mention eventually, but at this time, I mean, you gained in popularity so much so that now you're being used on the Seismic Day type of programs. I don't even know what to call that era, my nigga. Like, we just had pay-per-views and no.
I think that was the post SIDE era, if you would ask me,
right.
because SID was the big thing, and now here you guys come, and you guys made yourselves have a name.
And it's crazy because, like, this is just cartoons, you know what I mean? Cartoons up here, like, wrestling. So it's like, to the SIDE niggas, they looking at this shit like, what the fuck they doing? This is going to be stupid, it's going to bomb, but shit, it was successful.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And, man, we had this one side series tape. Like, we had this shit for a long time. And I remember every time I would listen to it, that shit would have me drenched in tears. Like, it would be that funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Justin say, he say some shit. He yelled at the water. I think he yelled at D-Matic because he spilled water in there. I think that's when Chris Benoit got thrown to the thing and the shit got cut off.
Was that Benoit and Beast?
That was Beast?
I think Beast and Benoit, yeah.
Or was it Alec and Benoit?
Oh, yeah, they had
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Man, and that was like, how did you feel about that time? Like,
about that time?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Like, now in hindsight.
Yeah, I always thought those were fun. Those were great. Those were so fun. The different things that were tried in there. The Churchill Dome was so dirty, but, we just... don't know. We just made something of it. It was a special time, a special place. I always enjoyed those. And during those times, I don't think that I was fighting on the main card just yet.
Nah, but I could see you, looking back, I could see you honoring your influences, though, to the greats, like Kurt Angle himself, you know what I mean? Because after a while, it's like, that's what you became.
I was doing that already? Back then?
Nah, I feel like that's when he came in, you know what I mean? And you was probably studying him.
Yeah,
because you made us like Kurt Angle, like let's just let it be known. You made us like that nigga, because like we just thought, we looked for the longest. Even when he got his hair cut off, we was just like, okay, Kurt Angle. But it wasn't until you was like, you put him over one time, like the Killer did 90 that time. Like you just put him over. You was just like, nah, Kurt Angle is the best athlete, my nigga. Like he good.
Yeah. I remember appreciating Kurt Angle's wrestling ability, and it's like, because he wrestled like nobody had ever seen. There were Bret Harts, there were Chris Benoit's, but Kurt Angle was in a class all by himself. Like I probably seen a match with him one time and was like, man, I never seen someone wrestle so technically. Like we go from one body part, then shift to the next, and everything just happened in unison. It's like I'm working on this. Now I'm going to roll over to this. And you're going to try to reverse me, but I'm going to get you here.
You was wrestling around that time, because that's how you and the Best feud started at the Size of Mania. You put Best in an ankle lock, and you fucked his ankle up, and he was out.
Which Mania?
I think the first Mania.
No, it couldn't have been that one, because that's when...
No. I'm saying before that. That's what led up to him biting you. He had bit your ankle.
Oh, no. I don't know if he bit my ankle or if he... I had ran into that fucking
weight thing or
that it was the handle to a bike.
Yeah.
I hit my ankle on it.
And that nigga start crying like the girl on Stir Crazy. Nigga, you always been crazy.
It hurt bad. That shit hurt like a motherfucker.
Yo, go in on that.
Yo, I just remember that fucking, and it's like, that was like one of the first things that happened at that XTV Mania, and we're just like, man, we can't stop here. It's too fucking early.
Yeah, we thought you was just bullshit.
That shit. Yeah, that's how I let it out, because that shit hurt like a motherfucker. The how obscene that fucking scream sounds. That's how much pain I was in. Yeah, and then we had to, kind of play it off, and then Alec walks past me, and he's like, damn, kid. But even through that, though, it's hurting like a motherfucker. And he's just playing it off, and he's like, damn, kid.
Yeah. Double bite.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's happening right there. That shit fucking hurt. It hit me like right on this bone here. You know where your ankle is? Like, it hit me right there. Like,
shit.
Yeah, but it was on this, it was this side, though. Yep, and that shit hurt like a motherfucker. So, was that Best that made that happen? I thought I had tripped over that.
No, he had bit you, and then I catch you.
Oh.
And I never knew that. That's funny.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's what happened.
And, we just handed it on tape. Like, okay, it's Bob. He got bit. He bullshitting.
No, I wasn't bullshitting. That shit hurt. That shit hurt like a motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, but you see right there, but so I'm saying, like, even before then, though, like, me and Best were good friends, and then he'd do shit to piss me off, and we'd get in a fight, and it was just always like that.
No, but that's what I was saying. Like, what led up to him doing that is you put him in an ankle lock, because I thought it was kayfabe. I was just doing it for program, because you put him in an ankle lock, and his response at the Mania, because Payne brought him back at the Mania, and then he had bit you because he remembered you did that.
Yeah,
that's why he. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, he was probably justified. But I just mean throughout the whole time,
right.
I just remember he would do certain things that pissed me off. And that's not to say that I didn't do things to piss him off. Because I'm sure I've pissed off so many people, as I've heard.
Yo, it's just, you know what it is, though, talking to you and shit? It's just that you said you grew up knowing you was intelligent. To a lot of niggas that ain't grew up like that, they think that's dickish. You know what I mean? Like, you on some snob shit. Like,
I can see how
I'm smelling my shit. I'm intelligent. I'm this.
Yeah.
And then, because people used to try to challenge you to the shit,
exactly.
During the Day of Reckoning era, not to skip, I ain't trying to skip, but like, in the Day of Reckoning era, Dean said this on his shoot in 2009. He said that people used to try to challenge you, but they always got their ass towed up. You know what I mean? And that's what led to that time Best hit you on the stomach. You know what I'm saying? Because you beat his ass so bad. Like, it was in December of '05. You beat him so bad. And Soup was mad as fuck. And you had said some smart shit. Then you just looked like this with your shirt open. You didn't even have your shirt off, nigga. You just had your shirt open. Like that. And then he smacked your shit. And then you beat his ass again.
Damn it. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Classic shit.
Hardest laugh so far on the podcast.
Classic shit.
But yeah, that's looking back, because I remember, that's what led up to that.
Right.
It was your mouth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just knew so much, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you would call it like you seen it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but the thing is, like, people didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know he was that intelligent.
And I knew that they didn't know.
Right.
I knew. I'm like, I'm showing you this, and you don't even know that I'm doing this to help you.
So you're stupid. You used to say shit like that, and it was so offensive.
But because I would say stuff like that because it would be so frustrating, knowing that I have to wait. Like, damn, it's going to be a long time before they see what I'm talking about, and that's what frustrated me, because I'm showing you this now, but I know that this is not going to catch on until like way later.
We gonna be listening, and it's crazy because again, not to jump ahead, but fuck, we there. You know what I'm saying? It's like back in '05, you damn, what the fuck? Lost my train of thought. Shit.
'05.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We would hear you on them tapes. You know what I'm saying? And you'll say shit like, like the tapes that we later appreciated you for. You'll be like, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about later.
Right.
You know, and it wasn't until later in '05 where we were like, damn, Bobby was right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And remember, one by one, XTV stars coming up. Bobby was right on that shit. And we didn't see it like that.
Exactly. And I'm just like, by the time they get it, I'm not going to care anymore. You know?
Nah, but that's what held you up there, is how you foresee. You was almost like a foreseer, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just understood things, man. Even back with, on the 006 with the dog days, and I understood that 006 with the dogs was like, the thing, but I'm like, it's more beneficial for the whole XTV or /sides thing to grow, than to remain stagnant. And, it's kind of like what 90 was saying, about, how, in '07, they just started to add more ingredients, and it just wasn't like this big blob, but it had layers to it, and, it's just like, that's what it's all about, though, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, the way I see it, everybody's a character.
Yeah, this match already over?
Yeah, everybody's a character, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, tap into that character. It's like, I hate when guys like do something, that's inconsistent with who that character is, or I hate it when somebody does something that's like so much like what that character does. Like, it happens with like Killer and Big Trunks. I see that a lot. Like, it's like they both react similarly to a type of situation, and it's like, that's not supposed to happen. Like, you as your character, if you're gonna get mad, then fine, get mad, but get mad in another kind of way that's more organic. You know what I mean? And it's like that's what I'm all about. Like, I'm all about the fine detail. I want everybody to be better. Like, I want XTV to be better. I want it to be looked at like it's like when Rashad was watching Do the Right Thing that time. He's like, when he took the headphones off, he's like, I feel like I just left another world. That's what you're supposed to do right there. Like, that's what XTV is supposed to do. It's supposed to shock people's disbelief so much so that they come back and they're like, what year is it again?
But the thing with that, going into tapping into that shit, I think what it is, like, when we just do XTV, as far as just doing
yeah.
we sharpening our pencil. You know
Of
what I
course.
mean? Like everybody getting sharper. It's just it's freestyle, man.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? But going back to that, like, cause I feel like that's a great point. It's like, you know, and I wish I could have Kill on the podcast. Nigga be busy, but it's just like, you know, so much done happened. You know what I'm saying? With Trunks and Killer.
Absolutely.
A lot, like a lot. You know what I'm saying? Where they reactions and their anger and this thing, you know, it's a whole lot of reasons. Give me a second. It's a whole lot of reasons FNK ended. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things, I mean, as a viewer, like, I think this shit ended because of shit like that, the tension. You know what I mean? Sometimes them niggas couldn't stand each other. Like, you think Killer sometimes like being in the studio with Trunks and Best. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like you got, and then, of course, as Killer's getting older, and you know, when Killer was in his little phase of like, fuck everybody, like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, so it's just that, like, they very unique, you know what I'm saying, because of who they are, but they very similar in a way, and you know.
Yeah, and it's not to knock those guys. Like, I just use them as an example, you know, but I just, because they're the first ones that come to mind that I see it in. And it's like you said, Jazz, you know, it's like we're freestyling, you know. I was even going to allude to how, you know, Trunks tries to say, you know, that, Joe's podcast is better than Jasmar's podcast. And it's just like, dude, Jasmar...
I'm not going to say this shit, but fuck you, Trunks. Eat a dick. But no, let me get this off. Like, because I brung this dude on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? I tried to, you know, put him on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we've been supposed to do a part 2. And it's like every time I hear this nigga, he throw him a name under the bus. Always saying some old sideways shit. You got some shit to say? Come on my podcast. Even me and DT kind of got into a little, you know what I'm saying, debate or whatever. But it wasn't no argument and we didn't come to blows. You know, he had something to say to my face. Like, I'm just going to be honest, yo. If Trump keep up with this behavior, yo, I feel like his legacy is going to be tarnished.
He kind of is kind of, you know,
Real
I mean,
talk.
yeah, he, you know, lately I've been thinking kind of that. It's just like, because, you know, he was once so beloved, and now he's becoming kind of like a little hateful.
He becoming a joke. You know what I mean? He's becoming a shell of his former self.
You know,
like,
it
he
sucks.
need to rethink everything.
Yeah, man, like,
now.
you have to give new guys, the new talent, like, a chance. Like, you are going to fucking break through. Like, you're gonna make, all you have to do is keep doing what you're doing. You know, you're going to be like a big deal. You know, you're like a part of the next wave. XTV, what's going to end up happening is because we've already completed a generation. You know, probably even multiple generations have passed through in XTV, and you represent what's going to be the next wave. But it's not going to be like, it's not going to happen overnight. You know, it's like as you have more and more podcasts, more and more guests, you know what I'm saying? Once people hear your voice more and more, once you become more and more comfortable with yourself and start to add on these things, you know, and develop, then people are going to say, damn, man, look at how Jazz used to be compared to now. Wow, he's so much better. You know, look at how he used to do it and look at how he does it now.
Like, we can't even I'm sorry, man, but we can't even listen to the old FNKs. Like, the 05 shit,
yeah.
The shit is unlistenable. It really, really is. It's horrible. You know, but it's like, you see the growth in it. You know, you hear the Killer. You know what I'm saying? You hear what's, like, damn, that joke probably inspired this, and that inspired this behavior, and, you know, what you got today. You know what I'm saying? But, like,
yeah.
I just, like, my thing is Trunks need to make better decisions. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
My nigga Killer too. You know what I mean? But I don't think Killer.
A lot of guys, man.
I don't think Killer at a point where he gonna tarnish his legacy because he got shit.
Exactly, because Killer's busy. Like, as long as he stays busy, he's good. But if he didn't have projects, he would do the same exact thing.
On the same level.
So he has something to keep him busy. Trunks has nothing to keep him busy. He's like, he's fucking bugging Justin every fucking, you know, all the time and shit. And it's just like, dude, you know, you're a top guy because, you know, you've always been there, but you don't have anything that's sustaining you. And that's not to knock you. You're a legend. Like, just be a legend. That's fine. But you can't. You being a legend, you can't just like knock everybody though. Like you can't be putting people down. It's your job.
On a video game to rock.
Yeah, it's your job to put people over, Trunks.
Nah, but you know where I disagree with y'all on is how the fact that think about why Trunks got popular. He got popular for that oddball behavior. He got popular for that. And the thing is, it's like, to me, when Payne beat him that bad,
Yeah.
when he beat him that bad,
Yeah.
we've been really examining, is Trunks that great? I feel like that calms out the, nigga, anybody. You have a devastating loss on a grand stage like that.
Yeah.
Now we questioning, why do we like you? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he been doing this. Trunks been like this. This ain't new behavior. You know what I mean? It's just shit is elevated. You know what I mean?
Oh man, but it's just because he put in so much time though. He goes all the way back to Donkey Kong Country, which is, you know, it has a special imprint in all of our hearts, you know. And it goes from like him and Dee Dee, and they'll, you know, so and then the mystique of Dee Dee and Dixie, you know, being in the second season. Now Kong is, you know, trapped, you know, so he's not a part of it, you know. And then, you know, he keeps on going through the years. He's King Kong, you know, and then he's a pimp. And, you know, he's jabbing D-Mac, and he's this and he's that. And, you know, so he put in time, and he connected with everybody, you see? And so when that happens, and then you're honored at the Hall of Fame, and so now you have a ring, so now you're recognized as elite. And, you know, just at the top of everybody. You're up there with 90 and 10. Like, you're very special. You know, you're held at a high regard. You know, you're in a small group of people that everybody's, you know, a lot of people are going to pass through here, but everybody's not going to reach that level. And so, you know, whether he lost to Payne or not, it doesn't matter because he lost, but he's still beloved. You see? And so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, even though it was always like that, it's just like it's got to come to a point where you recognize who you are and what your role is. It goes back to what I was saying about the characters and everybody developing. And I just feel like at this point, with all the accolades that he's achieved, I feel like he should be past that.
Yeah,
I feel like, but I mean,
it should be a more mature level at this
coming
point.
Coming from him, I just feel like because he's so special and he's held at such a high regard. Everyone loves Trunks, you know, and like just from the tat, you know, like he's got a warm feeling. He's got like a grandfather feeling, like, man, we love you, but he's always angry. And you know, it's just like it just doesn't match. There's a disconnect because of that, and I think that would tarnish. You know,
you gotta understand though, like Trunks is more than one thing. Like I feel like at this point in his career though, you know what I'm saying, is that he kind of everything he's always been. You know what I mean? Like, all due respect for I say this shit, he kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? The Donkey Kong, you know, because he do stupid shit. You know what I mean? But it be funny sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? And then he angry. He was the rage of Super Duper at one point when he was, you know, going through that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, of course he's Trunks. So I feel like it's everything he been. You know what I mean? But
yes.
but I feel like also at this point you need to understand you a legend, and it ain't even no need to, you know what I'm saying, be all in the, you know, all in the videos, no Suge Knight. You know what I mean? But
it's true. Like
kinda,
give people a break.
Right.
You know, like
and you know, I know people gonna get on me. Oh, you told him to eat a dick, but it's like my shit is, yo, if you respect me enough, you know what I'm saying, to talk in my face, you my man 50 grand. But if you don't respect me enough, you talking shit behind my back, nigga, my back ain't got ears, yo. Say it here. You feel me?
It's real talk, man.
Nigga. But anyway, yo.
But you know, I was just making the point about, you know, just how I seen things, you know, like my perspective, you know, like, you know, with the whole 006, you know, it's just like, be real, like, you know, be true to your character, is my point.
So, you know, I mean, that was the next phase, the 006. That was your shot, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of, I guess they put you on the Ape Escape at this point is very high in ratings and shit.
Exactly.
You know.
So I special guest starred on Alex show, who was the big guy, you know.
I believe it was recorded.
It was recorded. It was the only recording, and I killed his show. That was the last 006 with the Dogs episode ever. You know, I say that jokingly, but it was the last show. It wasn't supposed to be the last show. It wasn't intended to be the last show.
It was like guilty as charged, Joe won.
Yeah, it just...
It was they announcing Living Dangerously and shit. No, it ain't.
Yeah, it was supposed to be more, but it didn't happen, you know, and that's just the way it went down, man.
Right.
You know, a lot of that stuff just was becoming, you know, the things of old. You know, XTV continues to evolve, and that's what was happening, you know. I was like, you know, everything was kind of starting to revolve around, like, how I saw things, you know. It was just like, you know, just make more sense. You know, that was the whole thing with me. Let it make sense.
And you know,
it would start to.
You started to really become more intelligent, I should say. You know, cause I mean, I'm gonna kind of skip 03 and 04, cause like.
Well, during that time, see, Alec was, you know, not ready to.
Oh shit! Nah, no way.
Well, Alec was not ready to, you know, go home. You know, he wasn't ready to take his ball and go home yet.
Oh shit!
And so, you know, he wants to still be the guy. So really, what was happening the whole time was just like me continuing to just, you know, be me. Like, it's like, look, you're an idiot. That's why you hear me call him asshole so much, because he's still with his idiotic tactics and, you know, doing his things, you know. And I'm just like such a realist. And those times used to really piss me off. Like, you know, back then I was normal. You know, that's how it was during that time. Like I was like the most normal out of all the madness that was surrounding me.
And nobody understood that, because what was popular opinion was madness.
Exactly. And so I come in and I'm like you can almost say like a kind of psychologist, I guess, or some guy that's coming from the outside to examine all this. It's like, what's going on here? That's kind of how I was, and you know, the guy they put me with was Alec, because he's the only person that is that can represent, you know, out of all of this madness. You know, he's like the representative, you know, because he's the top guy. He's so stupid. Like he's just so dumb, and so like we would get into it all the time. I can't remember any specifics, but you know, it was just like him and his antics, and me and my, you know, logic, and so that was like pretty much the common struggle. That was just like the day to day.
Shit, like did that take off? Cause
it was a big deal. Like, you know, I guess.
Let me just. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, we'd be on WCW Revenge a lot, and I think that was kind of like the hub to what we did. I remember we were doing that, and I think Beast did his show. Were you guys around when Beast did his show?
Yeah, we was around for a little while. That was when the war in Iraq was happening.
Yeah, did you guys catch any of that stuff?
We caught some stuff.
Yeah.
Like around that time though, I remember it being a bit of division between, you know what I mean, Joad and Soup. Like it was you again, you know what I mean? It was a growing period for you.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm a young nigga like where you was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and so it's like,
yeah,
it was that aspect. So it was like I would sometimes go in your room. We still got along, but it was like that was the same time where, you know, Super Duper brushed this toothbrush, used your toothbrush by accident. And, you know, he brought Unforgiven home and all that
it's
shit.
funny every time.
Yo, he brought, you know, Unforgiven and some donuts home. Thinking, oh man, we could have a good time, my nigga. Like, you know, remember this? You know, and then he was like, use my toothbrush, man, buy your own toothbrush. And then he was like, well, where are my toothbrushes? Same place where your fat ass want to Yo, that shit hurt. To date, we don't like Unforgiven 2001, nigga. We hate when that lady come out and sing. That Perry Saturn match is right when that shit happened. So,
oh
yeah,
classic shit.
Straight up, though. You know, but we all over the place. But this is Jasmar's podcast. Yeah. Y'all know how we do it.
You just let it run.
Hell yeah.
All right.
You know, it goes straight to the computer. You know what I mean?
Cool.
But shit, we did a podcast recently. We got to do so much editing to.
Right.
But it's cool. But anyway, shit. So jumping to '04, you know what I mean? I guess that's when we kind of got out the group home and whatever.
Right.
You know, I just say this. You know, I'm gonna jump ahead right fast. Like, you know, when you was talking about you and Alec, that's why the early FNKs sucked. Like to the capital S to the capital D, like sucked. Because Best was really trying to be like you. Like, really, like, the laugh, my nigga, the everything. And him and James was just you and Alec. You know what I mean? And
Alec
like,
used to do the fucking, that's when he used to be like, I'm sorry, I'm just starting to remember small bits from that time.
Cool.
That's when he used to do the Ric Flair thing. And he used to be like, there's no way that you're gonna see.
Yeah.
And that's when that's that version of Alec, the Ric Flair Alec.
And James did the same shit. You know, only thing that was original about James is the Bullhorn Kid shit he used to do. You know what I mean? Which was from a, you know, personal, long time ago ass experience. But I think that, you know, that shit just works so well. And you know, one thing about XTV West is a lot of times we love what the East be doing, where it's like, shit, we kind of, you know, back then we make a copy of that. And sometimes we do it today. You know what I mean? But, you know, damn, I'm sorry, but it's like, that because shit just kind of making me realize what happened, like, in '07, you know what I'm saying? What 90 was saying with the real world. That's why that shit is so different. Because, like, that's a time where, like, we wasn't, like, not saying we wouldn't have, we did our own thing.
Yeah.
Like, and that shit is so unique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It sounds unique. It's crazy.
And it's fucking amazing, dude. That shit, like, I listened to the whole series, like, last year one time. Just episode 1, episode 2 the next Wednesday. I did it like that. And I'm telling you, each episode had me in tears before I had to go to bed. Like, really, like, laughing hard as fuck. Because it's just, like, such a damn, this ain't supposed to happen moment. Each recording. And it's like, Monster kissing on Miss Joe. And all this shit, like, me just saying it, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, you know, but, what it say, it's cool?
Oh, no, I'm looking at what time it is. I thought it was 11:11.
But, Pete, shit, where we at? Okay, '04, you know, going to '04.
Yeah.
Raw 2 comes, you know.
Yeah.
And to me, this is where it was defined. You know, this, for me, like, to a lot of niggas that say, oh, they're reckoning, you know what I mean?
Right.
Your match with Dean, you know, but nah, to me, this is when it started to pick up.
Right.
You and Moonsault Kid, was top names within the Raw 2 brand.
We're putting on the best matches.
Yo, give me your thoughts on that whole shit, you know, if you can remember.
Well, from what I remember, Raw 2 had a sort of roster that was huge.
Humongous.
It was ginormous because there was no end to how many people could be made there.
Nah, it was like unlimited.
Yeah, it was
like,
unlimited. So they just kept making people and making people and making
Judge
people.
Judy.
People for no reason were there. You know, Duke Nukem was there. You know, he competed. He came out to, I think, Rock Bottom.
No, The Rock came out to Rock Bottom.
So he came out to Life. He's like, Life by Marshall Mathers.
And
what is
Nilsa Strong came out to Mirror, Mirror. Oh,
I forgot about Nilsa.
She came out like Billy Gunn. She did this.
That's when she made her debut.
Yeah,
she was a big deal.
That shit, because we could have our own music finally,
right?
Instead of the video game music.
Yeah, exactly.
So niggas came on to real shit.
Yeah, Nilsa Strong makes her debut.
What the fuck you was Kurt Angle?
I was Kurt.
Yeah, that was your music, and you was Ball.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when.
I thought you were saying I was Kurt Angle. I'm like, I didn't make myself.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's when I first started doing that. I don't know what made me go with that. I don't know. I guess I just loved Kurt Angle because
That's why I say 2000 you was honing your skills though.
Yeah, because prior, you know, when I would get on the ring, I still had the fucking red hair. So I don't know what made me cut my hair.
Johnny Lagoon fought you in the
Oh.
hair versus hair match.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was something significant. I cut my hair for a reason.
Yep, Johnny Lagoon was supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he came through the crazy era in '02. And, you know, you just kind of see, I'm going to put his ass on the podcast. Shit,
Yeah.
You know, but, y'all fought in the hair versus hair match. You lost your hair because Kurt Angle lost his hair at King of the Ring.
But it was a shoot, though. Like, I didn't... I think we played on the game, and I legit lost. It was a legit hair versus hair match.
Yo, it was on SmackDown, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't know. But I remember, like, really losing to Johnny Lagoon, and I had to cut my hair off.
Crazy.
Which I was proud of, because Kurt cut his hair, so it's like, all right, now I can do my Kurt Angle thing.
Yeah, and then, you know, you dominated, nigga. Like, you...
Oh, yeah.
And Moonsault Kid were like the top guys.
Yeah. Moonsault putting on great matches. You know, there I was with the, you know, my technical wrestling skills, which people didn't pay attention to that much, I guess.
Now, we started to at this point, though.
Yeah, but people did just, you know, they just, you know, it's just like, dude.
It was still, you gotta understand, though, this is post
You guys don't
size
know.
now.
Yeah, but I'm like, dude, I'm the shit. Like, I'm like the top. I saw myself as the top guy. I already saw myself as the top guy. And,
Yo, because you had the athletic skills, you had the mouth, you know what I mean?
yeah, and I'm like, why am I not over? I just wondered. I was curious, like, why am I not over with these guys?
And people used to give excuses, nah, it's Sonic, nah, it's Abu. It's like, no, it's Bobby.
It's me. I'm right here. I couldn't understand that, but, you know, I knew it would catch on, you know, eventually, though. You know, I'm just like, oh well, I guess it's not time yet. But I didn't care. I was just going to keep on wrestling. And, yeah, what was important to me when you know, just to go ahead a little bit, because, yeah, I mean, with Raw, you know, I was the man. And I was happy that my numbers showed it. You know, I was proud of that. I knew, like... It's like as long as the facts remain. Like, if I'm wearing a heavyweight championship, you know, talk as much shit as you want to. I'm the heavyweight champion, you know. And you know, if I'm ranked number one, hey, say what you want. I'm ranked number one. You know, it doesn't matter your opinion. The only thing that matters is the facts, and you know that's all that ever mattered to me. That's what was important. So by the time Day of Reckoning came in, and I started to get way more technical and putting in these submission matches and beating people by submission holds, which was not something that was done. You know, people was always trying to win by the pin, but I made submissions important. You know, I made people tap out, and just because so that you will remember that win. It wasn't a 1, 2, 3. It was I made you submit. You know, I made you quit. And so, you know, it was psychologically to make people remember, oh, he wins, you know, and he wins by submission.
Exactly, because you will see you putting a nigga in an ankle lock or whatever, and you winning.
Yeah,
Did
leg
you knock
locks.
somebody out one time doing
I just
ankle
knocked
lock?
people out. No, not doing an ankle lock. Probably
But
an
you
ankle
did kill
slam.
Mark Jindrak, rest in peace.
Yeah, I killed Mark Jindrak. Yeah, I would get so fucking full of rage, you know. And then, you know, their reckoning provoked that, sort of. You know, just the gameplay alone, you know, those big hits. And you see that I wasn't like the size of like Sus or King Kong or Charles Dean, but, you know, I could hit that hard, though, because I was just that outrageous. Same thing with the Pain.
Yeah, and you had classic match after classic match.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people want to say they got mixed feelings or whatever, but no. You dominated Charles Dean. Understand that the reason we really had to bow down is because every single time it was like somebody would talk shit to you, you know what I mean? Or try to like prove that you ain't right, you know? And then we'll just say some shit like, oh, you the heel, Bobby. You the heel. Yeah, go get him, Dean. And you'll beat his ass so bad where it's like, shit. And then, we'll get Best. You'll beat him. We'll get Pain. You'll beat him. And it was like that, like,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't stop.
I couldn't stop, man. I was a fucking machine. And, yeah.
And then, of course, your mouth, you know what I mean? The shit you would say and do, and it proved that shit. You was that dude, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's the same shit that people say happened to 50 Cent after a while. You know what I'm saying? His mouth just got too damn big, you know what I mean? And people ain't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, people wasn't really comfortable with themselves. And it was like...
50 was bullying people. I don't feel like I was a bully.
Yes, the fuck you was. Like, people would come in, man, I go back to the pain shit.
Oh, yeah, I did say stuff. But even then, though, that was just to help people see, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you know, I mean... Charles Dean's coming in as a football player. It just looked weird. It just looked retarded. It's like, I mean, and you see, when he changed himself, he got respect, you know?
No, he got respect then, though.
Well, yeah, he got respect, but didn't make more sense? Like, I remember when I first seen Charles Dean on 06, and I'm like, yes. Like, the first time, like, I guess he was, like, the first guy that you guys made. And, you know, he was fucking perfect, you know? And, you know, the Charles Dean that wrestled yesterday when it was him against the 80s guy, like, that was it, you know. And it's just like, this is Charles Dean. If you say that this is Charles Dean, I believe you. Like, it matches, everything makes sense. And it took him a while to get to that point, you know. But once he did that, though, on Day of Reckoning, then, you know, it was just like, yes, this is it. But the football stuff, it just... I don't know, man. It's just hard to get like that kind of gimmick over. Like, I'm a baseball player, I'm a basketball player, I'm a sports guy.
And that's what Soup was going for.
Exactly, but that doesn't get over like in XTV or in wrestling. Period. I don't see how. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not enough depth. Like, how could you get any depth? You know, out of that. You know what I mean? But unless you had a football show. But even Walter tried to do that. And, you know, the football show, it just doesn't work. You can do basketball because it's exciting and fun and fast-paced, as we saw earlier. But football, it's too slow-paced. It's like first down, second down, you know. It can get exciting, but, you know, it just depends on the game and the teams. So certain things just can't get over.
This is a great point by Bob Classic, you know what I mean? You don't have a show at all, but you are the dude in XTV at this point. You know what I'm saying? You winning match after match. Everybody is just like putting you over, you know what I mean? And I guess we can just jump right into it. This is why this shit might be 2 hours long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is Killer's version, alright? Killer says, when y'all first met, y'all fought on 06, and you had said you respect Killer style because it's very unorthodox and it's very different. Excuse me. And eventually y'all fought, of course, you know what I'm saying? And Killer, you know, I guess he did his little sneaky tactics that he did, and he won.
Exactly.
And you said, your reply to that was, I don't like Killer style.
I can see why I said that. Before I fought the Killer, I can see why I liked his style, because here's a guy, again, has history, underdog, you know, worked his way to where he is, right? So he comes in on 06, and he's got that kind of creepy crawly style, which is hard, you know, it looks like it's hard to manage. Nobody on the East Coast had that set. But, you know, it's just like he's small, you know, he's little, and he's got that style, and it's unique. You know, he makes it work, you know. Like, it's effective. It's probably like the most, you know, it was probably like the best version of Killer, you know, over all the years to me. And so I can see why I admire that. But when he got in the ring with me, the thing what made me say I like that style. But the style that I was referring to was the fact that, yeah, like you can wrestle like that, but you have to like use cheat tactics. Like you would do stuff like, you know, instead of fighting me straight up, because remember, like, I'm a submission specialist, I'm a mat wrestler, so I didn't like his schemes and his tactics, what he used to cheat, and I felt like he couldn't beat me straight up in the earliest days, like in the earliest going when it first started. I felt like you can't beat me without using chairs or without pulling my feet, like people would go pulling up the legs, you know, like stuff like that. So, you know, that's why I said I didn't like his style.
Word. Okay, yo. I mean, I don't know what Killer's rebuttal is, but there you got Bob saying that. You know what I'm saying? I would love y'all to do a face-off like New Jack and Balls or some shit.
We'd kill each other.
Oh my God, yo. But I mean, that's where Killer say it started. And look, when do you think this shit started to heat up? I mean, because what I look at it as is a battle of ego. You know, Killer was confident. You see, with all due respect to every star prior to Killer, the Killer, you know, that got on, like, Killer didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Bobby, you already knew, you say you was intelligent, but, you know, Pain, like, he was, like, not confident. Like, oh, Bob said my American flag suck. I ain't gonna wrestle. Or you said this about Dean. You know, and everybody lost that fought you. You know, but Killer would win, you know what I mean, and not give a fuck what you think. Like, he would not care.
Yeah.
And he'll just do that to get in your head, too. Exactly. You know, and it worked a lot of the times.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. I'm not going to sit up here and say they didn't work. His tactics worked a lot. Like, he got into my head psychologically, especially on 06. And, you know, on that game because, you know, and it's kind of goes back to why I won at TXG Mania 9, you know what I'm saying? But when it came to 06, though, you know, there I am, I'm fighting, you know, that Killer that I was talking about with that style. And it's just like, damn it, you know, he's like the toughest guy I had to fight on there because he did like this. And so you didn't know if he was going to grapple. Yeah. So it was just like, man, that's tough. And then he's small. So like when I would go to grab him, it wouldn't grab him. So that's like, it's like a game glitch. So now that's two things against me. And it's like, you son of a bitch. You know, and it's like those matches would just like really piss me off. You know, and then he's talking shit. And he's just like, he's putting himself over. And I'm like, you're not even doing that. It's not you. It's the game that's doing that.
It'd be funny, yo. The Killer was a smart mouth type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, you know, he was just giving me a taste of my own medicine.
Exactly. Like, that's what I look back at it as. He was just like, you know,
yeah.
Nigga, now it's your turn.
It's karma.
Stop talking shit.
It's karma for the West Coast.
And, you know,
I ran through all their guys.
Yeah, you ran through a lot of people, though. You know what I mean? But you said that Dean's your favorite opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have a lot of favorite opponents, though. I mean, Dean, Best, Payne, Killer. Everybody, all those guys made me better. All those guys. Like, getting in the ring with them. You know, even Beast. Like, Beast, I've never beat Beast. You know, Trunks. You know, all those guys. Those are, like, some of my favorite guys. They're just so good, you know. They just make me better because those guys are so, you know, I keep saying this word, but they're just so special. Like, they make you better because their character is just as strong as yours, whether they realize it or not. You know, you can't be classic if you're not working with classic. You know, so you know it's just like when you know Abu and Payne was you know shitting on me. You know when I was doing Ape Escape, but you know it was the challenge of having to rebuttal or having to come back or having to survive in the face of all this. You know that is what made me work. So man, this is just real revealing here, you know. It's real nigga shit. Real talk.
So I'll say at the Vengeance, you know what I mean? Probably at the Size of Mania, you know, the 10.
Right.
When we did that shit, like I feel like that was the end of y'all.
Vengeance was supposed to be, but I probably was just so pissed that I didn't win. And then you see the match. The match was pretty damn close, I guess. I think I was coming back. I was on a comeback. And I just didn't want that to be the end-all, be-all. Or it was probably that, but it was probably because, you know, here we go, we're in 2010, we got the new game, it's like, well, you know, and then the Bobby and Killer feud is just so hot and fresh, it's like, well, what would happen if they had wrestled on this one? It's like, I don't know. Well, let's see what would happen. And, you know, it just gets hyped up all over again, and the Killer wins, you know, but it was a great fucking matchup. I remember the time, you know, I'm like, man, it was one point on the match. And I'm just, you know, I just have one of those moments where I'm like outside the ring and I'm just looking and I'm like, man, we're doing this shit. Like, you know, it's just like one of those, man, this is cool moments because we just had this whole night and I can't remember who did the shoot on.
That shit just man. Something
Well,
in the heart, dog.
well,
Go ahead, dog.
I can't remember who did the shoot on 2010, but you know, he was talking about how you know, that day, like he said that we did it from 3:00 p.m. to 12:00 that night, and he was saying that, you know, it was a whole lot of hiccups in between time, but the energy level just kind of maintained itself throughout the whole time. You know, it would get higher and higher, even after the Yossi match. You know, it was still, you know, just like wow, you know, and that's what I'm saying though. You know, I just had one of those moments during that matchup, you know, where it's like wow, you know. This is it. This is Mania. We're in the main event. I'm going against Killer.
I was about to give something away that Trunk said on, you know, that very shoot you talking about, but y'all ain't seen it. You know what I mean? But it's like, man, you know, man, let me just say it. Fuck, like, that was the last year XTV East and West was seasonal. Like he made that mention. He made mention of that. Like, we did the shit. We did, you know, Size of Mania. That was like in February, and we did Spring Break. You know what I mean? And then we did Hell in Vegas in the summer. Then we did Trick or Treat, Halloween.
Right.
Then we did it seasonal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he said that was the last year it was like that. You know what I mean?
That's how it was supposed to be, but you know, like that year we were just really
and New Year's with Vendetta.
We were just on our shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like that year was so solid, and then you know, after that, then you know we kind of moved to. We moved out of Grandma's house, you know, we moved from U Street.
Nah. This is 2010. We ain't moved from U
Oh, well,
Street
then in 2011, I thought we were pretty consistent that year.
No, nah.
Or did we fall off? That was
the Jetstream period. And yeah, cause
well,
it was a big
go.
ass break from Vendetta to summer break. Like, it was a big stretch. You know what I mean? But,
so 2010, we were really...
Yeah, and I remember, man, we was just on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, going into 2010 is when you started to, you know, fight 80s guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you got to say about him, you know?
Man, that guy...
He had talked about...
I didn't mention him. Another one of my favorite opponents. You know, 80s guy's so good, and, you know... I remember when he mentioned, I remembered when he talked about saying that that time when I said, damn, I remember saying that shit. I said, 80s guy comes out here, and I said that on purpose. I built it that way on purpose. I said, he comes out here week after week after week. And then I said, and I wanted it to sound like I was going to shit on him. I said, he gets his ass kicked each and every time. But damn it, he puts on a show or something like that. Like, I'm like, you know, like he fights his ass off, or like he gives like great matches because they were like that. Like every time he came out, he really would lose, like pretty damn bad. But his matches were so good. Like it's like, damn it, this is entertaining. And he was kind of new around that time. And you know, I just kept watching him. You know, and I watched him have a best of 7 against Yaki. You know, and I just watched him build. And, you know, soon thereafter, his story followed along with him. You know, we learned the backstory. 80s guy's just kind of lucky to be here, but you know, he earned his spot, and he's just one of those top notch guys. You know, that didn't have to have a TV show to do it. You know, he's got that background in the WWE, and that's what makes him unique. You know, is that he has a background elsewhere. It's almost like a guy from New Japan Pro going to WWE. You know, that's how I look at the 80s guy. You know, he's like an outside territory kind of guy that came over here, and you know, it's just a bigger name, if not even more, you know, big right here in XTV.
Well, look, I'm gonna talk about some shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people got a lot to say about the WWE, and you know your involvement in it. I guess you get mixed to negatives. You know what I mean on the whole situation. Yeah. You came in, you know, worked your way up, won all the titles.
Yeah.
And some people feel you shitted on the product as far as you just kind of just calling things, you know, you're not really respecting their angle of things. You know, for instance, the time The Undertaker versus Undertaker was out, and you was like, that's still not him, you know what I mean? And it was supposed to be, right. you know, you kind of...
I wasn't going along with the show.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I certainly wasn't trying to shit on the WWE. I felt like I wanted to be very respectful to the product and the brand. I didn't mean to disrespect them or anything. Like, in fact, I didn't even know that like people had a problem with me doing stuff in the WWE until like more recently when these shoots started to come out. And they're like, yeah, you shit on WWE, and I'm like, what? I had all their championships. I worked hard to become like the champion. Like that shit, I took that fucking shit so serious because I'm like, I wonder if I can get over in this territory. Like, screw what I'm doing in XTV. Like, I wonder if like, it was like a challenge to myself. Like, to me, that would prove to me if I'm as good as I think I am, because here I am, I'm starting over fresh, brand new, clean, and they gave me chances. I appreciated all that shit. When, fighting for the lowest championship all the way up to the heavyweight championship, I didn't expect to get all the belts. You know what I'm saying? I just kept getting title shots, and I was still holding on to like the IC championship. I just went along with the storyline. I don't really remember the Undertaker stuff, but all I can say was I never tried to disrespect the WWE product. I appreciated the WWE product. I appreciated being on the card and in a high spot. Like I really did. Like I like that. Like I'm like, wow, they're using me. They're putting me in high places. I got good matches. I got good segments. I wrestled against Triple H one time at a pay-per-view, and it's just like, damn, I'm having a good match. Like, I'm like, I didn't think that I could have, because we were on the SmackDown '05, and it's like we were so used to doing.
Oh no, that was Here Comes the Pain.
Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think it came out in
'03.
But it was the fifth. It was the fifth SmackDown. That's why I said '05. But so I didn't think that we could have good matches on there, and we were, So that's what I appreciated. I appreciated the style difference from how it's different from XTV. It sort of reminded me of WCW, and I remember we had brought Mike Tenay around to be like the commentator, because to us it just had it's like it was the WCW to XTV's WWE. How XTV is just the main product. It's the home. Nothing's going to ever be able to take over XTV. They tried to do it with GXT, it faded. So WWE, was like, it was the same exact platform as GXT, but it had different guys. And I'm like, that's why I was kind of worried about it. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. And they made it work. You know what I'm saying? Completely different guys, same game, different brand, and it works. So I thought that was real cool. And yeah, like I said, I worked from the bottom, man. Week after week was a challenge. I wrestled Hurricane Helms. I wrestled against Big Show one week, and it was tough. Like, I remember that. So I don't feel like I ever disrespected it, because I mean, if I did, I didn't mean to, but I just remember always having the utmost respect for the WWE. I really appreciated everything. I like how they didn't just give me everything on a silver platter.
It's just your announcing, though. It's like you will say shit like
I was an announcer?
Yeah. That's why people was mad, though. It's like, cause like you would say shit. And I remember you said that one time. You was like, I'm gonna be a bad guy on the WWE, and I'm gonna be a good guy in XTV. And I remember, like, in the WWE, you would do shit like you would say fucked up shit. Like you would kind of, I don't know, you would kind of like say shit like, nigga, this is story based. You know what I mean? Like you would kind of be your XTV self, and you would do it on purpose though. You know what I mean? Because that was what you wanted, and you was like, Bob, why are you doing this shit? Because remember, 80s came out one time. He's like, what the hell? He's like, what the fuck you 80s guy? You know what I mean? And like that was like what was confusing. You know what I mean? Like you being like kind of dumb. You know what I mean? It's like, that was stupid. You feel me? Like, why would you do that? I
don't remember doing that.
Yeah, you did that shit.
All I remember was, I just remember, like, fighting every week and having to win matches. That's what I remember. Like, I remember the struggle, like, of having, like, even Hurricane Helms. It's like, at first I'm like, okay, he's small, but he can still beat me. Because it wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't like it was on easy or anything. Like, I really had to fight these fights. And, like, I remember they were like, yeah, you got Big Show next week. And I'm like, damn, can can I beat the Big Show? Like, this is the Big Show. I'm
And
like,
I think y'all had a good ass match. It was on SmackDown.
yeah, I was anticipating. It wasn't a title match or anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, they put me in a situation where I had to climb my way to the top. And I remember when I had Big Show, and I'm like, damn, I hope I don't lose because I had a good record. I think I was like undefeated or something like that. I hadn't lost. And I'm like, man, he might be the one to do it. And then I was able to do it. I beat him, and then I ended up getting like title matches. I was in like I said, the pay-per-view. That was a great match. I think that was the same card as Jackie and Jeff Hardy.
Nah, that was SummerSlam. You and Triple H
got
SummerSlam. Into a feud, and then y'all fought in the Hell in a Cell. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's how it was, though.
And Sus did some crazy shit. Like, he had fought Kane, and then he, like, went under the ring. Remember that shit?
He did?
Yeah.
At SummerSlam?
Popped up at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I remember that time.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy pay-per-view. That was one of the, like, better pay-per-views. I think they did WWE Forever. Was that the first one?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, that was fun. That was like a WrestleMania kind of feel. That was a big deal, And it wasn't XTV, but it had that feel to it. It had a big deal feel to it that was like outside of XTVs. It felt like being in Japan or something. But yeah. I apologize. Listen, let me just say this for the record. I apologize to anybody in the WWE who I offended. I certainly didn't. I didn't want to. I didn't mean to. Like, I appreciated everything that was there. I appreciated the brand.
They keep showing this clip over and over. That's why I got that many dislikes.
I think that it's something that could happen again. I think that that's something that can come around for like a season. You know what I'm saying? And it just comes back every season. It's like, it's like, oh yes, that's WWE season 1, season 2, like that. And it doesn't have to come. It doesn't have to be consistent like a Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. And
Trunks kind of talked about that too. We did a recording in 2010 called SD. You know what I mean? We accidentally called it that when we was typing the shit, but it had Mario, like Super Mario came back, and Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, you know what I'm saying? And they had just came back, you know what I mean? They did it. We did that before we did Trick or Treat. And that's another one. With Fresh Prince, we can't find this shit, you know what I mean? But it was just like so funny because it was like us bringing the 90s vibe back, you know what I mean? And so that inspired us. Like, we was doing it from 11 to like 13. We just did like, okay, let's do GoldenEye. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like Coachella, how they bring old acts back.
Right.
Yeah, but we was doing that yearly, you know what I'm saying? It'll be like, okay, let's do James' show and let's do this, like a crop of shows. And I think that we could do that with the WWE.
I think so.
Shit.
It was good, man. Like, that shit was the shit. I probably didn't make every... That's another thing. I didn't make every week, but I still won.
What you mean?
I wasn't there at every show, so I, sometimes I had to be the robot, and I'm like, did I win? Backstage, I'd be like, hey, did I win? Yeah, you went over it. Thanks.
That was a different time period, but that was different. I mean,
I loved
you was dominating on both.
That was crazy
really.
for me. I was. Man, that was crazy to me, man. To have all those championships, that was a shoot. I swear. Like, I wasn't supposed to get every belt, but I got every belt. I earned every championship.
And that's what Payne was trying to allude to on Justin's shoot. You know what I mean? It's how, like, when he came into the WWE at that time, he came in, dude, like, same shit though. Like, he was getting his ass whooped. Like, he couldn't, but nah, Payne was winning more at a rapid rate. But the best was having them classic matches. You know what I'm saying? Now that I remember, like, he had a good ass match with Hurricane Helms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was good as fuck. Right. And then he'll fight the Big Show, and that match would be good. Like, best in the Big Show, like, yeah, and
on the same platform.
No. Yeah. And so, and that's how they had to work themselves up. That's why the feud was so important. You know what I mean? Because the fans built it up, and then when it happened, it was so, it was weak. It was a letdown.
Right.
But shit. So 2011, you know what I mean? Bit of a disastrous year. I don't even like to really even talk about 2011 because it's just shit is a lot of bad shit happened.
Yeah.
But 2012 is when you was still doing your thing, right? Like what was you?
2012. What I remember about that year was sort of kind of just. I think that XTV was kind of going through like a kind of slower kind of year because the West Coast didn't like the game that year.
Oh yeah, you fought 90 though.
Oh,
Iron Man
that
match.
was 2011, right?
2012.
Oh,
Y'all fought in the Iron
Mania.
Man match.
Yeah. Fucking crazy ass match.
Bob,
Yeah.
you've been in there with the greatest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think you ever fought 90 on this scale for you.
What led up to that match though?
No, I think you just.
It
was supposed to be his last match.
Oh, and he chose me, right?
Yeah, because he respects you.
Right, yeah.
How does that feel though? Like to be this nobody, nothing at the bottom of the toy box, 2012,
Right. Yeah.
the legend challenges you.
Yeah, man. It feels good, man. It always feels good when like people like even when Shan was like, "Hey, this is for Bobby," she dedicated a move to me. That stuff always feels good. That sort of stuff's always appreciated.
You ain't like intelligence, like, oh, I knew 90 was gonna say that.
Nah, but it's like, yeah, I always knew that I was gonna get to the point. It's like once I got my shot, then it's like, okay, they're gonna see. But when somebody like 90, who I have respect for like that, or when he does something like that and he wants to challenge me out of respect in an Iron Man match, I do appreciate that, because it's 90. It's like, damn, even 90, recognizes me, and I'm just humbled by stuff like that. Like I said, even with Chantel or like, people just do moves for me. Charles Dean, he's like, hey, this is for Bob. Bob does this. So I'm humbled by that kind of stuff. I don't think I'm not like a complete dick. Where I think I'm so all that people don't matter. People do matter. Like I said, I named all those guys because I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for them. They make me look good. Because they challenge me to have to fight hard. And
you did Dean move. That was your finisher for a while. F5.
Yeah, the F5 because it was so devastating. I'm like, man, I need a move like that. Even the Killer's move, like he had like this crazy ass move, like I think he hit you with his knee or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I need something devastating like that. Like his pedigree, it was just like fucking, KO every time. It's like, damn. But I love that though. I love that passion that they bring out of you. You know what I mean? It makes you better.
Do you see yourself having a show anything in the future?
Oh, we didn't talk about the Disney show. Yeah, so our Sora.
Yo.
Yeah.
This, man, and I'm going to say this, like, this pushed you further to the top at that point.
I needed that.
Yeah, but you didn't even need it, like, because at this point,
but
you
where?
were so
but it's just
loved.
Yeah, I was, but it's like I even wanted to be higher than that though. It's like, nah, I want to be even higher. Like I just wanted to keep pushing, and it's like I can even get past this. That's why when they were doing like, when they were putting me on their shoulders and stuff like that, I'm like, this is where I wanted to be. Like I just wanted to be the highest. That you can't nobody's ever been this beloved. I just wanted to keep on pushing higher and higher and higher and higher. Just to keep on outdoing myself.
What was your experience like, man? Meeting the Tarzan and meeting.
Dude, that shit was so fucking cool, man. Like I swear, like it's like getting to the next level is what makes you want to keep playing. And I got pretty damn far. I got to like Alice in Wonderland. And it was so cool because everybody here's it's just like the first go around doing my show.
Your experiences is insane, my nigga. I mean, to like really go to the WWE, to go to Disney World.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like and experience that, like and like firsthand, the fucking Kingdom Hearts show from the jump was crazy. There, I start off in this room, and then it's like a dark room, and it's like. I'm on this light and I have to I have to do something. I have to attain this sword somehow. It's really just a tutorial to get you familiar with Sora, the character I was playing, and learning how to all his maneuvers and capabilities. And yeah, the West Coast was there for most of the shows, I believe, if not all of them. Watching all this stuff unfold, and those are always the best shows. Like when anytime you guys are like around, because you get to go on that ride, together. You get to experience it together, and it's just like, damn, that's crazy that happened. I'm mad that we missed the what's that shit? The King Kong show that D-Matic was in.
Man,
because I just know that it's as legendary as they say.
Dude, this shit. Okay, because 90 ain't talk about this though. You know what I mean? But when his show started, just 90%, Trunks' King Kong had started. And that was the big talk. Like, damn, is like, who's gonna be the best show? Because we was gonna record King Kong, but we beat it before we could, get a chance to record it.
Right.
And I'm telling you, nigga, episode after episode, it was always something crazy. Like, and just like that, we wanted to get to the next level. Like, what else gonna happen?
Right.
Like, it was this one level. And these like real people, they still live in the jungle. I forget what the fuck their name is. But if you go over there, they in South Africa, some shit, they shoot at you like arrows. Like, they still live like villagers. They ain't like, they ain't normal.
It's not modern.
Exactly. They don't like nothing modern. If you try to throw them food, they will kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be in a helicopter dropping food, and they like shooting arrows and shit.
Yeah.
And it was a level like that on the King Kong shit, and I tell you, when they shot that arrow at us, at them, Faz and them, that shit felt real. Like the way the controller shook, it was like, and I'm like, ah, like the screen shaking, the controller shaking. It was like a real man.
Exactly.
It's like, whoa. And we just had to tell y'all about this shit.
Right.
And it was like, man.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I wish that I didn't miss. I wish that we could have been a part of that.
I do too.
Those are the best shows, though. Anytime that, everybody's gathered around. And it kind of puts the pressure on. It goes back to Spyro, I think that's one of... Because he was just so new. He was like a baby, and it's like all this pressure's on you. You're the front of the show. It's like, what are you going to do? You're coming behind Romy, and it's tough. But going back to playing as Sora, though, man, those levels were so pretty. It started off pretty. I was on that island. I really wanted to get that girl. I think Riku and I can't remember what that girl's name was, but I liked her. And
I didn't know that was Final Fantasy mixed with Disney though.
Mixed with Disney, yeah. They crossed paths. They did a second one too. I
did like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, I wanted to be a part of all of those, but that first one was so cool.
And we never got to finish.
Remember when I wrestled Cerberus the dog and how hard it was to get past him?
And I think I tried to play it one time. I got destroyed.
Yeah, he was tough, but then I finally beat him. Then I ended up in like a tournament, and I had to beat this tournament. I kept on going. I think I ended up at Tarzan and I got stuck.
Yeah. But
Donald Duck and Goofy were my compadres.
Yeah, man, you done had a crazy life, and that's why I wanted to do this shit.
Yeah.
To kind of go over things, you know what I mean? I'm sure I missed something,
Going through that little town, that's what mostly stands out.
You gonna tell me with that if I hear it, because I don't know.
And I used to go through that little town. I'll show you next time. I'll put it up on here sometime.
But man, I just want to say, Bob, this been crazy shit. So, we got Sizemania coming. I feel like every time I say coming, I feel like I heard there was a rumor, but nah, we got that coming up.
Yeah.
Pain and the Killer. You fought Pain in
Yep.
his prime, and he still is, athletic wise.
Yeah.
And you fought Killer,
Yeah.
Where you going, man? Which lane?
That's tough, man. That's tough. Because you got the Pain, who's he's a legend, and that is his domain. He is a boxer. He's knocked out many people. in that lane. But then you have the Killer, who's kind of like the king of main events, especially at Sides of Mania. He shows up, he puts on great shows, and he overcomes. Man, that was tough. I think I'm gonna go with the Killer on this one. I can see the Killer. I can see.
Yo, everybody that has been on my podcast that I asked that has said, Bob probably gonna say Pain. Bob probably gonna say Pain.
You never know. You never know, man, dude. People learn from this that you never know what Bob is thinking. It's true though. The Killer, listen. I'm not putting him over the Pain by much. It's just like by this much, you know, because it can go either way. But I just think that somehow, some way, Killer's gonna dig deep down, if he has to at all, and he's gonna overcome. And I just see that picture this year of him standing on that second rope with his arms in the air stretched out, being victorious at yet another XTV Mania. He's the guy of now, you know. He's the guy. He's got the torch, and that's cool, you know. It really is, because it's like he's doing something that nobody else does, and that nobody else really can do. He's kind of trailblazing, you know. It's like, you know, Didi or Payne, who he's wrestling, you know, he had his time. You know, it could be like a passing of the torch, sort of. You know, back in those days, you know, Payne and Donkey Kong, you know, they did their thing on the TV show, and it's like that's what the hype was. It goes back to how they, you know, Abu and Didi, you know, were talking down on me, you know, when I was doing my show, because they were the highest high, as I had pointed out. But now, Killer is that. So it's like back then versus now. You know, and the Pain's, he's still got, you know, a lot in the tank. You know, I think, because his punches still hurt like hell. But I think that, you know, if the Killer trains, I think he can win.
Do you agree with most people that say Trunks was just a punching bag for Pain?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yo.
Absolutely, yes.
Trunks gonna be fuming on this shit.
Yo, man, dude, and let it be known that, you know, we were so pulling for Trunks. Everybody wanted Big Trunks to win.
Him talking that shit on XTV Sports Center.
Yeah.
Him saying like he's saying that the Pain gonna be a crackheaded punching bag.
Everybody though, if you go back and listen to all that stuff leading up to their matchup before they fought, even the first time, everybody was like, yeah, who the hell does Pain think he is? We so gave up on Pain. And then Pain came and showed us that year. He even came in and became the champion. He beat my ass like a couple times, you know, and that you know, woke me up and made me realize. That's why I just said, you know, he's still got some in the tank. You know, he's still formidable. He's still as badass as he was back then, and I think he's probably even better now. You know, I think he's not rough around the edges. I think he's fixed up. You know, all the little kinks, and
he ain't cracked out no more. You know what I mean?
Which is most important. His focus is there.
Like remember, he was like really, you know, on some hard shit, and you know, over here on the west side, you know, sometimes the shit would be funny material, but I say, oh wait, you know what I mean? It started to get to a point where it's like this shit is kind of stupid now. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, that's interesting. You know, that point. You know, I'm glad you said it. So now y'all see. I think Monster said it. Trunks said it probably.
Yeah.
You know, everybody.
I got a bad rap. I got heat, man. But rightfully so. Everybody's pissed at me because I'm behind the glass. I'm staying behind the glass, people, until we get the game.
Yo.
Huh? Oh, no, I came out just for your podcast.
Yo. And it's heavy security, so ain't nobody gonna try Bob, though. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And he got Mac Anthony in the back.
That's right.
Yo, so don't try my boys.
Back off.
But shit.
Oh, but to answer your question about future shows, I would like to do future shows. If there's an updated Kingdom Hearts, I'll be interested in doing something like that. Yeah. Or
your match with Todd.
or an ape escape.
Your match with Todd.
Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost.
Nah, not about you losing though. I mean, you know.
What? Something funny happened?
Do you rank that as one of your worst matches or whatever? Because I mean,
it's not really a bad match. You know, if you go back, it's not my best match. You know, it's kind of, I would compare that to the match with Stone Cold versus The Undertaker at SummerSlam 1998, which Steve Austin says is not his. He doesn't like it. You know, he thinks it's piss poor. But if you look at it, it's actually a good match. So I look at it that way. Todd cheated in that match. Go back and watch that match. He won, so what? Big deal. You know, I'm not making excuses, but if you notice, when he uses the chair, that's when I go downhill. I'm winning the match, then he uses the steel chair, and I take this. I think he either uses the stairs or a chair, and that takes me out of the game. And ever since then, he capitalizes on that, and I lose, which, you know, it tells a good story because he's the heel. I was just mad that I couldn't be there for Dixie. That kind of pissed me off a little bit, but
yeah, Dixie really admire you too. She was supposed to be on my podcast, you know, but like
Dixie kicks ass.
She loves you, yo. She ranks you up there. You know what I mean? You know,
I wonder why.
Cause you know you always. Yo, exactly. This nigga done put in ankle locks and shit. Didn't let go. That's how you was practicing your skills, nigga. Beating her ass. But nah, she just really respects you, how you was there for her, you know what I mean? Yeah. She say not even Trunks and Pain would do some shit. She was locked in the basement, you know what I mean? And Trunks and Pain didn't, you know, save her.
Was Dixie ever with Coco? Did they ever interact?
Yeah, they was best friends, remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's why we was surprised she didn't even talk about it on the thing.
Yeah, Dixie and Coco, they were like the thing.
And MZ was surprised that she didn't, because they was like a thing.
You know why? Because Coco,
our spaceship is flying away.
Yeah, but Coco's like so far removed from XTV though. I think though that's why, cause she's like had such a fucking expansive life outside of XTV that it's probably like a distant memory. I would imagine with Coco.
MZ said he felt like Silk the Shocker and Maya with their relationship.
Damn it. I'm sure she loves them both.
Yeah.
She's sweet.
But, I mean, anything else, you know? What we didn't touch on? Shit.
No, we pretty much covered, like, a lot of shit. Pretty much my whole damn career.
Where we at?
Oh,
Oh, yo, almost 2 minutes. Let's talk about random shit. How you feel about wives?
Wives? Don't get married, kids. We never talked about my relationship with Shane.
Yo.
We can talk about that.
So what's your thoughts on that, man? I mean, and how, nigga? Just how?
Dude, because first, dude, you know why Shane got me? Because she can make me laugh. Like, she just used to make me laugh so much. It's just like, damn it, I like her.
It's supposed to be the other way around, kid. You supposed to be making her laugh, my nigga.
She made me laugh, you know. She just, and I did it because it was different too, though. It's like nobody would expect me to get with Chantel, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I don't know, you know, I was kind of trying to make her a star as well too, like, you know, trying to help her like get.
Oh shit, yo, she always do this shit. Line one. Bobby, I just want to say, listening to your interview, I respect you so much.
Yeah, sure, Shane.
And I really miss you.
Would you please hang up on her?
Mwah.
That doesn't mean that I'm
trying.
trying.
Baby, I misses you. Continue, Bobby.
That doesn't mean that I'm ever trying to get back with Chantel. You know, it didn't work out, and I learned my lesson of why I shouldn't try to be with her. But
when y'all argued on live TV.
Yeah, we argued that time. That shit was so pivotal right there.
She's sucking my cock.
That's when we were at the Tribute to the Truths show. I think that was a spring break or something like that. But yeah, she's funny as fuck though. That's what I'm saying though. You know, it wasn't because she was hot or anything like that. It was just because she was so fucking funny, and I didn't want her to get overlooked. You know, I wanted it to be known that she's unique. She stands out. And we just played really well off each other. You know, so when we broke up, you know, it was just like, all right then, fuck it. You know, it's like that, if you're gonna be like that, I'm really trying to do you the favor. You know, if you're gonna be like that, fuck you, then fucking die a slow death. You know.
Damn, nigga.
No, it's not like, I don't mean literally. I mean like as far as career wise, it's like, dude, you could have been so over. Like we could have been like one of those unique couples, kind of how LT, because couples don't really
call it off though.
No, she dumped me. She dumped me. She was or maybe it was something that it was her fault, dude. I know that that's so cliche, but it really was.
Oh shit! You're damn right. See, you always trying to blame it on me. You don't want to blame it on them. You left your own damn kid, but it's my fault you left your kid.
Hang up the fucking phone, Chan. Anyways, you know, yeah, I mean, it was just like, you know, I know I stopped liking her ways. I stopped liking, I didn't like her always fucking, like, yelling at me and shit like that, you know. I think that it's kind of old, you know, to have couples that always argue, you know. It goes back to what I was saying. It's just like, have a different dynamic. Like, it's like, okay, if Yosi and LT are always arguing, then why should there be another couple that's always arguing? Why can't we have a couple that actually gets along and that are still entertaining? You know what I mean? You know, so, you know, I mean, with me and Shan, it was cool, but it's just like, if it's going to be arguing, then, you know, show another side where we're not arguing and we're doing something, you know, where we have to be a team up against, you know, some kind of opposition, you know, and we have to work together and, you know, show our strengths and show how we're strong together, you know. So I think that lacks as far as couples.
That's why I think that, you know what I mean. And I know this ain't a couple, it's totally different. But Bill Hunter and RJ,
yeah,
like that's why they work, cause it's so
exactly
weird and different that they
work so
able
good
to have conversations like they be having.
I like the other day when Bill Hunter he was about to hit him and it's like, oh shit, you know, I was like, it's gonna go bad, and then he falls back and they fall together. That was funny, you know. Yeah, and they're just like they're rolling on together, like, oh my god,
He drunk as hell.
Yeah, and RJ wants to be mankind, so it works. You know, I like stuff like that, but it's the same thing. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a couple, like, you know, like Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. You know, it could just be a duo, you know, or two people, you know, like Justin and Martha or something like that. Even though they're a couple.
But yeah, man, you know, I mean, I really appreciate this time.
Oh yeah, anytime.
This was dope. I'm definitely gonna need you again. I'm pretty sure some things I ain't asked. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But where you see the future of XTV, I guess that's the last thing. You know.
The future of XTV. If everybody's willing to learn from past mistakes, and if everybody's willing, I say this to everybody, you know, including myself, but each individual character, if they all look into themselves and find their own uniqueness and consider how the world may receive, like it's like what, like when you take a Bugs Bunny, you know, or somebody that's beloved, like an iconic character, Garfield, you know, what is it that stands out about them? What is it that's so, you know, recognizable about them that, you know, they catch on? You know, what's so magical about Mickey Mouse? So, you know, you have to look at yourself and you say, you know, what am I doing that's so unique that it's going to capture the minds and hearts of the world watching? You know what I mean? And you just have to be unique. You can't just be seen all the time and think, okay, just because I'm out, that, you know, people are going to love me. Because you can have a shitload of material, but if nobody cares about who you are, you know, or why you matter, then you don't have anything. So if each individual learns that, to hone their own skills and their own uniquenesses, then XTV is going to go super far, because we have this potential to make that happen, you know, with all of us. Like yourself, Jazz, like, you know, if people only knew that you came from a picture, just looking at a picture and it's like, oh, there's Jazz, and now you've been here the whole time.
Exactly. Motherfucking graduated, nigga.
Yeah.
Came in '09, late '09.
Exactly.
You know, you just kind of reminiscing. Now Wayne, he be talking about Jasmar. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, huh?
No, you're right.
Yeah. So you know, you just never know. I mean, that just be my whole shit with things like shit. Just gotta be unique. It gotta stand out. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta make people care.
Exactly, like Grandpa Joe. Like what niggas don't know is he had the history. He had the Joe Show. So when he about to do something else that was so groundbreaking, you know what I'm saying, and so influential of right now, like of course the shit gonna do good. You know what I mean? Because he already got that audience. He already got that fan base, new fan base, old. Right. And he got so much personality in Mary May. Exactly. Like they hilarious together. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Her losing shit and how she be acting. You know what I mean? She come back 10 minutes later. I still can't find Mary. Just sit your ass down. You know, like they. That's why we can't wait to upload. You know, one particular one. But I mean, I had them on the show too. Like it ain't no beef. Cool. Yeah, you know, because they thought it was beef. Mary May say Mac cuss too much. Mac ain't said shit the whole podcast. She read it.
Mac never talks.
Yeah,
he goes to sleep.
Chilling. Nah, niggas say I'm asleep.
That's what Jazz said. Jazz said you were asleep. I listened to your podcast and he's like, yeah, Mac Anthony's falling asleep.
But yo, I want to say thank you, Bob, again.
Thank you, man.
And yeah, this for y'all, man. XTV West.
XTV for life.
Jasmar's podcast.
Oh, Jazz, you know what we didn't talk about?
What?
Bobby can't jump.
Oh shit.
we can talk about it next time. Or
next time, nigga.
All right. There's so much to talk about, though.
Yeah. It was a classic, but yo, we gonna talk about it next time for real.
Yeah.
We probably gonna open it up with that.
Yeah.
But this has been Jasmar's podcast. Peace.